Yo, 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 yo. What's up in the house, motherfuckers? Yeah. Soy, the final frontier. I am Comrade Britain.
And I am Sweaty Ambrosia. These are the voyages of the starship USS Taco Bell, our ongoing mission
To explore new, very short episodes, both cringe and based. And to boldly go
to Acid Cardassian 10 Forward Course. The podcast is here.
We're here,
One half vegan, one half queer. 100% communist. Unless we have a less leftist guest. Patrick,
I'm Britain.
talking, joking, fornication. All about Star Trek. Like our buttholes, the show is wrecked. Soy Trek, the podcast is here. So listen to Soy Trek right in your ear.
You're listening to the Pod Wolf Cast. I'm Wolfman, literally Jack.
And I am Wolfman Pat. Ow!
Ow! How you doing in the wolf world?
Oh, I'm doing good in the Wolf Pat. We got our meats out here. We sniffing them.
Yeah, we are. We got 30 feet of pepperoni.
30 feet of pepperoni.
That's what I'm saying. You got pepperoni? I only got pepperoni.
Did I say pepperoni?
You said pepperoni. You got dog food out of mine, baby.
You know, I may still be in.
What's your favorite dog food? As a Wolfman.
You know, I'm kind of going between pepperoni and I also really like, Taste of the Wild.
Taste of the Wild?
It's a very natural dog food, even though it did give a bunch of dogs E. coli a couple years ago. Yeah, a couple dogs died, unfortunately.
No.
Not a Wolfman though. Wolfman has a little bit more hottiness to it.
Yeah,
A Wolfman can withstand the effects of E. coli better than
A Wolfman
a dog.
can get the medicine for the man.
Yes.
Which is, let's be honest, a lot better.
And that's one problem a lot of dogs come into, is that dogs lack the ability of human speech. So they can't tell you what's really wrong with them. Whereas a wolfman can be like, my tummy hurts. I need to go to the doctor. I need some Pepto-Bismol. I need maybe some sort of anti-parasitic of some kind to take care of this.
Whereas a dog will just shit on the carpet.
A dog will just sit on the carpet.
Will just shit right on the carpet.
Sometimes very discreetly where you can't even smell it.
Oh.
Like sometimes you'll just be walking, there's a pile of shit on the floor, and you're just like, is my dog sick? Is it just doing this because it wants to be bad? Is it acting out because I changed its food to Taste of the Wild?
I asked myself, was it a full moon last night? Did I do something crazy?
Did I do that?
Did I maybe kill a man? I don't know.
Did I do that?
I don't know. No one knows.
I could have just shit it out myself. You know, sometimes when you get older as a wolf man, you start to lose control of down there. You know, sometimes it just comes out at the bottom of your pant leg, and you're just like, oops, I didn't mean to do that. It's just like,
what happened? What happened to your Wolfman voice?
Oh, God, I'm going between man and Wolfman. I'm Jizzy Man 1 second. I'm Wolfman the next.
What does it depend on, though?
Depends. Which, as I was just talking about,
You might shit your pants a little bit.
I shit my pants a little bit.
I have a Wolfman depends with the tail, the little tail hole.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work too well when you're a man, because that hole, your shit just pulls out your pants.
And it's really bad because,
You know, sometimes when you're first becoming that Wolfman, you know, it's a little bit embarrassing, you know? So you go and buy the Depends without the tail hole. You go and you make it yourself. And it doesn't always fit correctly because you're just guesstimating there. You have no one else to help you.
Who's gonna measure your tail for you?
Who's gonna measure the tail?
Who's gonna come over on a full moon night, measure your fucking tail? No one's gonna do that for you.
Nobody is going to do
that. I'm so alone. I am so alone. I am the saddest wolfman on earth right now.
That's one of the biggest, you know.
I miss my wife.
Cheryl was a great wolf woman. She was amazing.
She knew what it was like.
She did
to be a wolfman in this non-wolf world.
But you know, she had to go. She's living her life. I don't want to upset you. I still follow her on Wolf Book. I saw she's taking cruises around the world. She's seeing the moon from different locations on the earth.
That's probably not good because she's an actual wolf.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How did she get on this cruise ship?
I don't know. She turns into a woman once every full moon, though, which doesn't really work out because
it coincides with that time of the month.
Right, exactly. I can't exactly see her. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm a wolf. She's a woman. That doesn't quite fit together, but
she bleeding down there.
Yeah, no, she's a werewoman.
Oh yeah,
a werewoman who's actually a wolf. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. So when she turns into a wolf,
I wasn't making some weird misogynistic kind of homage. You know, I was not talking about a period. She actually turns into a woman. So like a human woman once every month during the full moon.
When she turned in that time during the full moon, she does woman stuff like doing taxes.
Of course.
She does some online shopping. She does things she cannot do as a wolf.
She loves the online shopping. And let me tell you, she returns, it seems, like more than she even buys. I don't even know how that works.
She really needs to think about her purchases ahead of time. Because she has to think about, okay, will I be using this once a month? Because all the other times of this month, I'm a wolf.
I think
what am I going to do with a hat?
The big problem is women never know when the size is true to size, because in the 90s, with American culture, they started to increase the size of smaller and smaller sizes in order to make women feel more comfortable, which is fine, but things across generations don't actually have a consistent sizing because of that. And so if you thrift a lot, like, you're going to find very wildly different things because you don't know when the fuck the clothes were made.
No, not
you
at
just
all.
don't know. And so especially, like, you know, you only get one night a year to go thrift as a werewoman.
Yeah, and she could be binging those other nights on Awful.
She likes the Gilmore Girls. I'll tell you, she really likes those Gilmore Girls.
Well, I mean, she fills out with a little bit of her kills when she goes out and she's doing her wolf thing. She's eating small rodents, other things she can catch, and so then when she turns into a human, she finds the dresser doesn't fit now. She's eaten too much animal in that meantime.
Eating way too much animal.
She eaten way too much animal. And so then it's just like, okay, so Cheryl, you're blowing through my savings right now.
My animal savings.
My animal savings.
All the animals I have saved up to eat.
All your bones, your shiny objects you found in the woods.
I only need to eat once a month, see?
Yeah.
I eat my wolf things. But you know, 29, 30 days, every fucking month except February, you're eating animal.
You're eating animal.
You're eating all my animal, lady.
You're eating the pelts. You're eating everything.
I'll tell you, this woman, she eats all my animal.
Women always be eating animal.
All the animal. Yeah, so we're here to...
That was Wolfman Jersey Chat.
That was... I don't know what we're doing anymore. I feel like every beginning and end of the episodes gets more and more unhinged the more we go.
Yeah.
So we're here to review a very short trek, the very last very short trek. We reviewed the other 4 of them. You can go and listen to those right now if you'd like.
Hell yeah.
But this is the last short trek, released a couple of weeks ago, I think on the Friday, called Walk, Don't Run.
Which is, I think, my favorite one so far.
Interesting. You
think
so?
I like songs.
Yeah, okay. Song will get you. So this one, again, was directed by Eric Hawkins, who directed Smash TV and Paradise PD.
Oh, interesting.
And once again, written by Casper Kelly of Too Many Cooks. So do you want to jump right in?
Just jump right in.
All right. On the bridge of the USS Enterprise, an Orion woman breaks the fourth wall. Guess who it is? Guess who it is? She introduces herself. It's Tendi. You did guess.
I did guess.
From Lower Decks. She goes on to state that today they are honoring the 50th anniversary of Star Trek, the animated series, which is pretty awesome. Yeah. And that's kind of the reason they made these short treks in the first place. So we are treated to a montage of a variety of scenes from the 1973 Star Trek series. We get an aerial shot of the bridge, and then Captain Kirk employing a karate chop to knock the hand phaser out of a female officer's hand. Then we see Eric's playing a double guitar, and Scotty getting blasted with food by a malfunctioning food synthesizer. And finally, a scene with Spock and Kirk, the infamous Spurk, being very gay together.
Yes.
As they do.
As they do.
They do be doing like that. While all this is being shown, Tendi is saying how the show came out in 73 and ran for 2 seasons and featured actors from the original series. She goes on to state that it paved the way for future Star Trek cartoons like Lower Decks. She then turns to 3 of the stars of the old animated series and tells them that today they celebrate with them, saying, "You walked so that we may run." Scotty thanks her, but then realized what she said made no sense and asked what she meant by that. And she told him that she meant that they set the stage for modern Star Trek cartoons. Scotty is offended by this comment because he believed she was trying to say that they were merely stagehands because they staged the way, not actors as the Lower Deck crew is. He tells her it sounds like an insult rather than a compliment, as she says that it was. Eric's then cuts in, saying that he has 3 legs and is great at running. Imres then asks her what she is trying to say. Tendi tells them that their show suffered from technological and budgetary limitations, and as such, their animation was a little stiff.
She's like, well, maybe you move around too much.
Yeah. Imres is angered by the comment. Scotty tells her it was a stylistic choice, and Imres tells Tendi that it's more likely that she moves around too much. Scotty says that their show invented the holodeck, which is kind of true.
Yeah.
Tendi argues that it was the rec room because it was, and it was limited by comparison, and they only did like a weird snowstorm simulation.
And really, like, it wasn't not really canon because, we don't actually see the real holodeck until TNG.
Right. And they actually introduce it as a holodeck, and it shows like what it can do and how it can do it. Whereas like the rec room might just be a place where it's like has a controlled weather environment or something like that.
Yeah, it was obviously brought in by probably some other writer who wasn't entirely sure of all the capabilities of what Star Trek was at that time.
Yeah. Tendi also argues that their new holodecks can actually simulate Cardassian prison escape or fighting the Borg. Then Scotty mentions the orgy scene from Lower Decks. Tendi then had
Polywater episode.
Yeah, which was, it was all right.
Yeah.
Tendi has a look of embarrassment on her face as she thinks back to the naked time simulation. Scotty then unfastens his belt, removes his pants, and says, "I got your orgy scene right here," which is pretty fun. Tendi tells him it was just a short gag, not a scene.
Yeah.
Which, it's things can get away, and so you gotta. It is a gag, but it is a pretty well-known like meme from the show.
Yeah. I know people were going wild for it when it first came out, online, not sharing the pictures from it.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing lots of the hole.
Yeah,
the censored hole.
The censored hole.
So then Erikson and Imres join Scotty in taking their clothes off, and Imres removes her bra while Eric's takes his pants off too, and they run around the bridge. Tendi then tells them that maybe her choice of words was bad. She then says she meant to say that the characters from her show were standing on the shoulders of giants, and this offends Imres saying she must think they are pack mules. Scotty assumed that since she called them giants, she must have thought they were fat. He tells her that her big cartoon eyes are fat, and Tendi tells them at least she has whites in her eyes and not little black dots on skin where the eyeball should be, like the animated series definitely has.
That was a big stylistic choice with a lot of like 70s animation.
Yeah,
like
not a great stylistic choice, I wouldn't say.
I kind of wonder, was it solely there for money saving reasons?
I think so, probably.
Like just so they didn't have to like animate the whites of the eyes.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the eyes don't really have to move nearly as much. If, they only have to move left and right, really.
Yeah.
Other than that, you can do a lot of like stuff with just the eyebrows.
Mm-hmm.
So just then, the turbo lift door opens up, and it's William T. Riker carrying a trombone. Wah, wah, wah. And
he's got a tromboner.
He does have a tromboner. He definitely does. And Hikaru Sulu holding an electric keyboard.
Yeah, actually played by George Takei and Jonathan Frakes.
Yeah, absolutely. They got the originals, the OGs.
Yeah, I was surprised. I wasn't too sure about what acting jobs George Takei does now, but I'm guessing, he wasn't
probably just does oh my on a lot of different things.
Yeah,
for like commercials and like Korea or something.
Shows up, collects his paycheck, and then leaves.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, this is probably all of like 5 minutes of work for him.
Hell yeah! He probably did this on his phone.
He probably did. Yeah, honestly, I'm guessing like probably Jonathan Frakes did too.
Oh.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
I mean, they probably, folks like that. I'm sure Jonathan Frakes probably has like some kind of recording set up in his house.
Yeah. He probably does a podcast
or something. Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, because like the other I looked at George Alaquazar, like the guy who plays Garcia in Reno 911 does the voice of Scotty.
Yeah.
And
what else does he do?
He was also the voice of the Taco Bell dog.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Yeah, he was famous for that.
Oh. I think I need a bigger box.
I think I need a bigger box.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a bit it seems like he mostly does like voiceover work. And and the other one, the person doing the voice of MRS, like, is another big voice actor person. So.
Oh yeah, we love to see him.
Yeah.
Love to see people get voice work. Voice acting is really cool, and we like to see voice actors get it instead of just like, celebrities.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah, Chris. Yeah, exactly. So, Sulu and Riker show up on the bridge, and Sulu asks if they're having a party, because everyone's getting naked. Tendi immediately welcomes both of them, but admits they aren't having a party, but an argument. Sulu expresses disappointment, and then takes his shirt off, showing them his abs, which is pretty cool.
Like, check out these abs.
Scotty tells Sulu not to talk to them, since they look down on them for being an old cartoon. Tendi tells him...
Sulu wasn't even in it.
Yeah, right? Sulu wasn't even in it, which is crazy.
He was replaced by Eric's.
Yeah, he was, which is kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, if you had to cut... And they cut Sulu and Chekhov out of the series. And if you had to cut two people from the bridge...
No, wait, Sulu was in it. I'm sorry.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
I don't think he was.
No, he was. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was Chekhov that was out.
Chekhov was out, but I think Sulu was out too, wasn't he?
No, he was in it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My bad.
Okay. I mean, I thought he was replaced by Eric's, though, no?
No, Chekhov was replaced by Eric's.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then what about Imres? I mean, I guess she's there only some of the time.
Yeah.
What does she do?
Yeah, what does she do? Yeah, it was Sulu was in it. I'm sorry. It was Chekhov that was replaced.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't deal with a Russian at that time.
Oh, that sucks. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on now.
Come on now. So,
yeah, why don't they get Walter Koenig for some of these? He's still alive. He's still sprightly.
Yeah, that's a good question. He's cool. He was on, or was it his son that was on Picard? No, it was him, right? He played the president?
He was doing the voice for
his
son.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. So anyway, back to the show here. Scotty tells Sulu not to talk to the new people from Lower Decks since they look down on them for being an old cartoon. Tendi tells him that's not true. She says they're jealous because she's a new cartoon. Sulu then tells them they need to embrace their differences and love each other. Riker cuts in, telling them that Sulu's right. He says that it doesn't matter what species you are, or if you're part of the old generation or the new. If you're animated on 2s or 6s, love is the answer. Tendi then interrupts and asks, what are you doing here, Commander Riker? Jazz practice? And Riker says it's more like a post-mainframe acid Cardassian 10 forward core, which was a pretty fun thing.
Yeah.
Sulu then says, hit it, Scotty. And Scotty immediately begins playing a drum set that comes out of nowhere, and a song begins.
Do you ever think, there's certain locations on Earth, there's that are very specific to a certain style of music, like New Orleans jazz.
Yeah.
And you can say oh yeah, this is a style of music that was definitely birthed out of the New Orleans jazz scene.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see that you think in the future, with Enterprise, that they would have a 10 forward
Yeah.
they would say oh yeah, this is 10 forward jazz, a certain specific type of music that is completely birthed from this one scene that happened on this one starship.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Or just basically jazz involving just the instruments they had on the ship.
Yeah.
Or the instruments that people played. So it's got to be a trombone and maybe Data with a violin and
yeah, they're all playing random instruments.
yeah, it's just a combination that's never really existed before, but it's just there out of necessity, kind of, because the musicians all want to play something together. And that's 10 forward core, baby.
Yeah, and then they start to release it to the wider federation.
That's what Nightbird is, baby.
And they'll just be ooh, this 10 forward core is something else.
Hell yeah. So the band plays a song. Riker plays the trombone and provides lead vocals. Sulu plays his keyboard and also sings. Eric's plays his double guitar, and Amrest plays a tambourine, while Tendi also provides backup vocals that are very loud.
Yeah.
It's very oddly mixed, and her vocals are kind of...
It is very, yeah, because she definitely,
she drowns everyone out when she does her backup vocals.
Well, I mean, she's also, she was probably the only actress that can hit a high note among them. Because you're dealing with Jonathan Frakes and George Takei, who are very old.
Very chocolatey voiced, oh my.
Yeah, they're very chocolatey voiced and pretty old, so... There's no way were they reaching those high notes.
Yeah. So Scotty apologizes to Tendi and tells her he loves her and her co-stars from her show. He goes on to tell her that she's so cool and she gets to use all the modern tech. Tendi apologizes too, telling him that she and her co-stars love him as well, saying that they are icons, the motherfucking OGs up in here. She then looks away for a moment, clearly feeling shy about what she's about to say. But she tells him that he's actually really hot. Sulu then says, oh my. Just then, outside the ship, a large fleet of Klingon D7 class battle cruisers are surrounding them, and one of them opens fire. The red alert begins to sound. Tendi then tells the other officers that the alert wasn't part of the song and that they were actually under attack. The other officers continue playing their musical instruments, apparently not very alarmed by the situation. Once again, Sulu sings, oh my, just as there is an explosion on the bridge at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you think?
I liked it. I liked the song.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the song was really fun and catchy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was nice having, some Star Trek greats to be on it. We got a bunch of mix of, all the characters from multiple different shows all having fun together, so it's nice. It's a cute little thing to do. We got Imres, who I love.
I do love Imres.
Yeah.
I would like to
Yeah, this is official Imres appreciation podcast.
Oh, it is. We stan Imres.
Yeah, when we were reviewing the animated series episodes, every episode we were that she wasn't in it, we're where's Imres? We want more Imres.
All I gotta say is if it's okay for Shax to fuck Tiana, which apparently it is, I want to fuck Imres.
Yeah, because also apparently in the comics, Imres had a crush on Sulu. She was attracted to him, and I guess they had a romantic relationship.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he be hitting that pussy, that little kitty.
Mm-hmm.
Give me that kitty. Hey girl, give me that kitty. Just say that to the next girl you see at a bar. What's that up to her? Hey girl, give me that kitty.
Come a butterfly, sugar, baby.
Yeah.
Give
me that kitty.
And that's how you get kicked
on a list.
On a
86 list from that bar.
Probably get shot in the head.
Hell yeah. Rightfully so.
Right?
Kitty.
Rightfully so. Yeah.
You gotta put love on your duty roster. That's how the song went.
Yeah. It's a good. I do feel this would be like I wish like Riker and the TNG. I wish his songs were explored more.
I wish Nightbird was far more explored.
I wish
that was a whole episode where he just practices Nightbird and like people just come in and out of his like room and like talking about different stuff, but it's all based around him trying to get this song.
Yeah, like him
and eventually he explodes and solves like what's causing everyone's problems. But also he gets the solo at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's sort of like what's it called? What's the one with
that book The Secret is what you're talking about.
The book The Secret.
Yeah.
No, the one about the jazz guitarist, jazz drummer.
Oh, are you talking Whiplash?
Whiplash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's doing type of Whiplash where he's driven to the point of madness and gets it right. You know, he finally achieves that greatness.
Yeah.
With his trombone.
Trombone shorty.
Yeah, I would have liked more scenes of Riker in the seedy jazz joint that he created in Holodeck.
I would love that too, and just like him going into the one person only restroom with Minuet and like a friend, and just going to Plowtown,
smoking those jazz cigarettes and exploring and exploring the unexplored depths of jazz music.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey girl, I know you've heard of the rusty trombone,
but you ever had a dusty trombone?"
He gets addicted to heroin.
Nah, man, it's cool. Miles did it, man. Coltrane. You, come on, man.
I'm exploring parts of jazz that have never even been thought of. I'm thinking about it in the fourth dimension.
Yeah, you know, when it comes down to it, heroin actually kind of makes you sound like Joe Biden when you're young. And he's go, hey, I don't know, man. Come on, man.
That's how Riker.
Hey, do you have any money for gas or something, man?
That's how Riker gets his jazz singing voice.
Tough time, man.
And that's how that's helps create the 10 forward core.
Yeah.
Yeah. He gets addicted to heroin. He spends all of his time in the CD jazz joint.
Yeah. He goes up to the replicator, like the just 10 forward. He's like, replicator, uncut white rhino heroin.
Yeah.
You know, that stuff they make in China, made in China.
Yeah.
Back in the day. The real good shit.
And then it just makes it. And he's like, cool. Yeah, all of his personal relationships go to hell, but he becomes the best trombone player in the entire quadrant.
Hell yeah. The Coltrane of trombone.
The Coltrane of trombone.
They call me White Coltrane of trombone.
They call me Milky Coltrane.
Milky Coltrane. That's what they call me down at the bathhouse, because I like that chocolate milk, if you know what I mean. Oh, that's on every night I'm not a wolf, though.
Yeah.
Wolf nights, I like my werewoman.
Yeah, like the werewoman. I like Cheryl.
Thankfully, she likes to fuck a dog, so. And I'm a wolf, close enough, she think.
God, yeah, that would be a whole amazing plot for him. He's doing his jazz music, addicted to heroin, and he's also a wolfman sometimes.
Yeah.
and that's just like treated as a normal on the Enterprise.
This is a great story too, because it really shows the parallels of like addiction to being a wolfman who plays jazz.
Yeah.
Oh shit! The jazz concert. It's on a full moon. What am I gonna do?
I ain't got no lips when I'm a werewolf.
You can't play no brass instrument with no lips.
What am I gonna do now?
Hey, he's right. There's nothing in the rules that says a wolf can't play no trombone.
There's nothing that says a wolfman can't play jazz.
All right. This is the Wolfman Trio. A 1, 2, 3, 4.
He's somehow competing in a jazz competition, which wouldn't even make any sense. Like, how would you even judge a competition like that?
The jazz battle of the bands would be the most insane showing of all time.
Yeah. Instead of like biting into a beer can like in Teen Wolf, he bites into a heroin needle.
Yeah.
I love this. All right, well, we got a script to write.
Yeah, we do.
we gotta submit this.
Yeah, I think that's actually a pretty good place to leave it.
Yeah, I think actually if we write this script and submit it, I think they will send gunmen
to
our house.
They will SWAT our house.
They will SWAT us.
I should just send this to Paramount. Like, they'll be like, "Oh, he's on one of our lists."
Oh, he's on the kill list. Okay, yeah.
We know they prefer not to be called he, but we prefer to misgender him.
Yeah, you're gonna have people swinging in from the fucking windows, and it's gonna be great.
I'm gonna be here just jerking off, and I'll be like, whoa.
A bunch of red dots just go on your chest. You're just like,
well, I'm like, I hope those are gonna be nipple clamps.
You're like, this is about the script, isn't it? And just like a guy in front of you just silently shakes his head. You're like, do it.
And I just like point.
Yeah, right here.
No, a little to the left.
Put me down clean.
No, you gotta account for the window breaking. Just,
and I just want to say, I'm sorry.
I just put my head up against the window.
Yeah.
Like tap, tap, tap.
Tap right there.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a fun way to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Executed for telling the truth.
About that Wolfman Jazz Trio. 1, 2, 3. Oh!
Yeah. Wolfman 10 forward core.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just invented a new style of music.
We hyperpop, suck our dick. Yeah.
All right. Well, is that a good place to put a pin in it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for checking with us, soy boys, girls, and widdly beans.
Hang
dong and shocker.
Everything you have ever known has been a ruse and will be treated as such. You will not know when you die, but you will know when you live. And that begins now, the time of the Wolfman Jazz Trio. A 1, 2, 3.